What is art practice mentoring? First of all, it's one-to-one sessional work that I've developed for artists and writers and that I run online. Also, it's project-led, it's practical work, it's hands-on. The focus is on what you or the practitioner brings to the table. So this creates a nice boundaried way of working, which I also call triangulation, because the focus is the material itself. This allows us to look at your craft, at your practice, at your challenges, and we do so in a conversation. I also provide practical tools so that there's regular focus on how you sustain your project. This is great for the work, but also for yourself, so that you are basically remembering to breathe as you work. A sort of long-term view about practice and your project can be valuable. So for example, developing a mindset which is flexible and also inventive. It's a bit like professional development rooted in what you are working towards with your practice. Many of us are finding ourselves working in freelance capacities, and this can be quite tough for funding and support. So to find different ways to make oneself known in one's project and be received in one's environments, this is practical, but also quite aspirational. And I always go back to the starting point that art is internal and that it starts from within. No one is forcing you, nor often encouraging you to create. So the importance of why and how you make work, as much as your intuitive and contemplative connection, cannot be ignored. Daily routine about working on the project can therefore also become routines about self-care, about creative confidence. This leads me to the point about resourcing, which is using resources from the outside all around you, but also about resourcing, how to get to ease about one's making. Learning to lean into one's creative capacity and replenish oneself at that source when it is needed. And finally, of course, art goes outward, but understanding what is at work in the work and how it can come to exist in the world can lead to insights about your making. So as you can hear, the way I think about art practice mentoring is very much about output, practical support, but is also helping to shift perhaps the perfectionism one has towards one's craft, and perhaps focus just as much on how to find and renew and deepen one's creativity, increase one's professional strategies where need be, and enrich one's place with one's work and in the world.